This is King Arthur Legion IX. Or, well, Legion 9 if you want to go with the naming thing. Anyways, we're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the videos. Subscribing is great as well. So this is a turn-based, character-centric, tactical role-playing game set in the King Arthur Knight's Tale universe, which I have shown off that series on the channel prior. It's something that I played, this game specifically, actually, I had played on PC when it came out a year? 2 years ago? Something like that. Anyways, thought it was kind of neat. A new threat looms over Avalon. A long-lost, infamous Ninth Legion of Rome has set foot on the mythical island. Their commander, the fallen hero, was granted a demonic legion by the dead emperor. So yeah, now you're kind of coming in here doing stuff, a Roman-themed campaign, Tribune of the Undead Ninth Legion, and you work through 15 handcrafted missions. Rebuild, protect the remains of the only Roman colony in Avalon, and choose your path to victory. Which is quite interesting. And there's a couple different graphical options, which we'll be talking about in a bit here, but yeah, it's pretty story-driven, and it's actually got some interesting gameplay and styles and everything like that, and I actually quite like this when I played it on PC, and as I said, this is part of like a universe, so if you like this one, there's another similar type game you can jump into as well in the King Arthur series. And it is visually quite impressive. So you've got these segments where you're kind of like, oh, you move around, you got your squad, you figure out what's going on, and then you go into little turn-based battles and stuff. It's linear, but it gives you a little bit of a sense of freedom and how you go about engaging with things and battling and stuff. And it's pretty cool, and it does actually look really, really quite great visually. And yeah, so there are some performance drops I think you'll notice playing in this mode, but there is another mode too, and yeah, basically I want to give you a little bit of context here between the options when it comes to the visual settings of this one, because there is a bit of a difference and a little bit of future-proofing, which I always appreciate. So yeah, by the end of the campaign you'll have to choose becoming a more powerful presence, or maybe rejecting it all. The choices, the decisions, the combat. It all comes down to the decisions you make. So yeah, this is the quality mode. So it's a full 4K, and it's targeting 60 FPS, but there's performance drops, which I think is kind of noticeable. But at the same time, it's the type of game where I don't think that matters quite as much. And as I said, it's kind of cool future-proofing, because if there is, say, another Xbox down the road, we'll be able to come back, revisit this, and we should have a smooth, full 4K 60, which is kind of exciting. There's also spatial sound and DTSX support. And then for visuals, as I said, there's a second mode. So if we go to performance mode, so this will give you basically like a locked 60 FPS, but it goes down to 1440p. So there is a noticeable change in like fidelity and stuff like that, but you are getting a locked 60 FPS, which is great.
In the name of the old gods, I command you again. Leave. I don't know what kind of spirits you are.
We must battle. So it's kind of like a neat what-if scenario, I guess, if the Romans were to come back and, as a legion and fight and stuff, and yeah, it's quite a neat experience. So again, turn-based style. You see that we've got all these different squares everywhere for where you can move around. You've got your different units, and you can see like your different skill sets, what weapons you have, the abilities. You've got like potions. We could do like a strike, a jump attack, the invocation of Mars, and your different roster of characters has different, really abilities. So like, different characters you have on your team will do different things in battle, and that in itself is you know, quite interesting to see kind of play out as you go about. See, we can move up here, and then we can be like, okay, let us strike down. And you have so many points per round, as, you know, is kind of expected. A grave conduit. But yeah, like I said, I actually found this game to be quite interesting. When I played it on PC, like, I thought it was a very good-looking game. And I thought it had neat, interesting aesthetics. Okay, can we have you come up and... Yeah, let's just have you go and strike down here. Really, a block attack? Well, okay. Alright, fair enough. But it really depends on if you're into this type of gameplay and this strategy. But I think as like a turn-based game, it's pretty well done. And as I said, quite visually impressive, especially if you play on the quality mode where you're getting the kind of the full 4K. But even the 1440p mode here, I think, is more than adequate for a good-looking visual experience that runs relatively fluidly. But again, it's sort of like, you know, it's turn-based, so you don't necessarily need the performance as much. Oh, we still have our buddy over here. You wanna, I don't know, throw a firebolt at someone? You reach that guy? No. Reach this guy? No. Okay. What about now? Can you throw a firebolt over there? There we go. I don't know if it's really a firebolt, but yeah, looks like we're gonna have to end the turn. But you do get to a degree, kind of make choices too, I guess.
You seem to bear a grudge.
Like it is pretty straightforward gameplay-wise.
I'll be quick. Attack!
Nice. Good job, team. And very, very cinematic driven, like I said, like full-on cutscenes and everything, and voices. Yeah, pretty well done.
These were picked warriors. Sulla and I fought them once in Eboracum. Well, we are definitely not in Britannia. This land is magical. I can feel it. It's not the underworlds, but it's still connected to the afterlife and the gods.
Uh-huh. Sure.
They seem to be terrified of the legionnaires here.
A mirror would explain the reason why much better than I could.
Anyway, fear is good.
Is fear good? But yeah, you can kind of get an idea here where we have these more expansive areas where you get to explore and interact in that, and it's quite neat. Let us take this camp.
This is something to consider. They're counting on us from this direction. Raise your shields and axes.
See, the game was trying to teach me that if you take different directions, you can do different types of battling. But I want to do the ultimate jump attack. Yeah, we're out of AP on this guy, aren't we?
From the bowels of hell.
There we go. We'll move up slightly. There we are. Don't suppose we can hit him again, can we? No, that's fair. The gang beat these guys with these Romans. I mean, I think visually, like, it looks really great. Honestly, like, a nice level of detail, like the texturing, the environments, and everything. It's quite impressive, yeah. It's just whether or not you find this gameplay genre interesting or not. It's the big thing.
They got me.
I want to do the big jump. Can't cut again?
For the Legion.
How are you still alive?
They got me.
You're still alive? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Good vibration on the controller. But yes, we could have approached this from a different direction. The combat would have been different. That's kind of the neat thing about the turn-based on this game, is it gives you, like, choices on how you deploy into battle.
Embrace the suffering.
Embraces. Can I please do the jump attack? Really want to do the jump attack.
This is me killing you. The gods are testing me. By Hercules.
From the bowels of hell.
That looks kind of like a terrifying ability. Just like draining people.
Embrace the suffering. That one went deep.
It's like our guys are actually kind of taking some damage here. Am I gonna die? Nah, I'm good. Can I do the... I really want to do the jump attack.
No need to be afraid. Don't wait for my orders.
Nice. Yeah, might as well move slightly closer to these archers over here.
I'm still here. That's gonna leave a mark.
Don't really quite get into range, eh? Just, slightly out of it.
That one went deep.
That's how we do it up here with the Legionnaires.
The world has not changed much since I died. We fight barbarians, and we kill them.
The world will never change. Only the ones who rule it.
Look, someone is coming.
Salve, Legionnaires. I'm scared too. I mean, look at you. But you killed our masters. And for that, I am grateful. We are all grateful. Yes, we are all their slaves here. They make us collect sulfur from the burning pit. Yes, I am. My mother was. My name is Flora. There are a few former citizens of Nova Roma around here. That was the name of our colony. It was a Roman city once. Now it's just haunted ruins. It is down in the valley, an hour's walk from here. The road behind me leads there. I don't know what kind of monsters you are, but may I ask you one more favor? And yet this is what happened. One day they came, slaughtered our people, and made the survivors their slaves. We had no chance against them. Perhaps you will save us. But they flog the impudent, if they are lucky. Please help us. You are strong. The barbarians are not all dead yet. There are still some in the village. If you kill them, we'll finally get... Oh, thank you. Kill all of them.
So you get some choices.
This is an insult to Rome. The picked savages must die. The Ninth Legion will restore order to the world.
Fiat Ordo.
Oh, like, I guess we didn't claim all the treasure and stuff. Is that on this level that we're supposed to go and save the other slaves?
After spending an eternity...
Nah, we'll just finish the mission.
It feels like
The sanctuary that calls me is near, but it is not right here. This road leads to Nova Roma. It has a very strong connection to our ancient Roman gods. It is a beacon for all believers. I agree, Tribunus. I have the
Let us go to New Rova. Nova Rova? Nova Rome. There we go. We're going where we're going. Level up. To make choices. The colony has grown. Or, well, our empire is growing. You get what I'm talking about. There are no permanent injuries. There's actually, I also totally forgot to mention this. There's like two ways to play this game too. There's like the regular kind of story way, and then there's like a roguelite way where kind of deaths are a little bit more permanent. And you get to read that before you start playing.
So this is Nova Roma. Or what's left of it.
and the ruins are swarming with the dead. Fortunately, you have a flamen of Orcus in your company. Stay behind, and let me get them out of the way. Orci nomini exi.
I've been expecting something else.
So have I. Whatever these creatures are, Orcus has no power over them.
Then we should use a more conventional solution.
Ah, cool. A lost commoner. This is exactly the type of person we should be slaying. Everyone wants a piece of this legion. A lot of zombies, actually. That's not good.
Stay still. Attack.
Learn your place.
I don't know, I think this game's pretty neat looking. Pretty interesting gameplay-wise. Same feelings I had back when I played it on PC when it came out. It's a pretty great console port, honestly. Like, it's running well now, and then it's future-proofed if you want to play it down the road on something more powerful. I think that's pretty spectacular.